What's going on?
Nothing. Just sitting here.
How come?
I don't know. I need to get busy though, don't I?
Why?
Gonna go away.
Really?
Yes.
Where are we going?
I'm going to Portugal.
Really?
Yes. Where are you going?
I'm going to Portugal.
You're going with me?
Yeah.
You're gonna leave the good old USA?
Yeah?
Amazing.
Where's Bookie going?
Luki's gonna be our attack cat. He's gonna be here taking care of our house,
Okay.
along with the neighbor.
Where's Tucker?
Tuck gets to go see his girlfriend.
Yeah?
Tuck's going to doggy daycare. And see
Really?
his girlfriend. Yep.
Tucker, where are you going?
He's not you.
Where are you going? Huh?
He's got a girlfriend named Sophie.
Really? Yeah.
And he gets all excited about it. Yeah, he likes his girlfriend. Don't you? You got about 2 more hours before you get to go see your girlfriend.
What do you think, Tucker? Huh? Now I have snot all over my lens.
You can go.
Here. So before 1917, nothing here. It was just grass, and shepherds come over here to spend the day, including the 3 shepherds, Lucia, Jacinta, and Francis, while playing exactly where the basilica is, building small little houses, at the same time taking care of their sheep. Suddenly the rain started. And they said, let's hurry up back home. So they come down, passing by this window glasses. Inside it, there was a big oak tree. And then they saw the Virgin Mary with the rosary in her hand, telling them secrets, telling them things that nobody understands. Jacinta and Francis, they were very young, they were 8 and 9. But Lucia was 11 years old. She understood what she said. She said that there was, at that time, there was the First World War going on. By that time, a lot of death and agony and poverty. The Portuguese people were suffering a lot. So she said, if they pray and their prayer will be answered, to spare the Portuguese from death and death squads and poverty for the more wars to come. That was the secret. The second one was actually that Russia will convert, and that happened with the fall of the Berlin Wall. And the third one, nobody knows. Lucia herself didn't deliver to anybody, but she delivered to the John Paul II by the turn of the century. That means the world will still live in wars and agony and death squad, which is really true. So by doing so, she promised that she will come back on the 13th of every month for the next coming 6 months. Okay? So they said that people do not believe them, their children. Rumors started to spread out little by little until the last apparition, which is in October. She did appear for the whole 6 months, and the last apparition in October, nobody wants to miss it. So there's a good 60,000 people around here waiting for the apparition of the Virgin Mary. And it was so raining. All of a sudden the sun broke out and was so close. This is the belief, really. It's so close that people could look at it like this, and it was said that those who had been handicapped, those who come on a wheelchair, those sick people walk back on their foot back home. And that was really considered as a miracle of the sun. A miracle of the sun. It had become well known, and of course we have so many pilgrims, especially on the 13th of May and the 13th of October, the first apparition and the last apparition. More than 400,000 people here. 400,000 people really walk close to each other. So crowded. And it has the tomb of Jacinta and Francis, who died on a flu epidemic in 1920 and 1921. But Lucia survived, and she entered a monastery in Porto, and she died, I believe, in 2005 after delivering that third secret to John Paul II. This area here had been visited by so many big names in the Catholic world, including John Paul II. And that's tourist information right there.
We got pizza. We go for pizza here. There's a whole, this is an American right here.
What town are we in?
Tomar.
Tomar. Careful.
Lots of stuff. There's a bunch of them.
The town, Sylvia. And then we have
Look at that water.
the Germanic people coming with the fall of the Roman Empire. And we had the Swedes, the Vandals, the Visigoths. So lots of people coming from the north. Then there was some people coming from the south. This time they were Muslim. They were mostly Arabs and Berbers. And then there was all these different people coming. Big mix, big melting pot. Portugal is a huge melting pot. The Portuguese people took the worst of very different people all over the world. And then when Portugal started in the 1120s, 1140s, this territory was still outside the border. So the Portuguese border was north. So Portugal was north, and these were still Muslim kingdoms for a long time. And around 1118, the Templars were founded in the Holy Land, in Jerusalem. And that was the times of the Crusade spirit. That was when the Christians were trying to recover Jerusalem, and that was also a time when many Christians from Europe were visiting the Holy Land as pilgrims. But that was a very difficult and long way. And so many Christian European knights were living some years in the Holy Land to protect the pilgrims, and also this way they were making a way to heaven. And a group of 12 French knights, decided to stay longer, and they founded the Templar Order in 1118. Around that time, just in front of us, we have a statue of Henry the Navigator. He's one of the most famous Portuguese people in the world. He was the son of the King John I, and he was the organizer of all the discoveries in Portugal.
And he never sailed anywhere.
And so those days in 1118, when the Templars basis, and to pay for all these problems, he started to ask money to the Templars. But instead of paying the money back, he decided that much better than pay the money back was to start a conspiracy against the Templars and
What a guy.
extinguishing the Templars. And this way, he didn't have to pay the money again. And that was what he did.
Kind of cool.
Because there was lots of people in church. Families were very big. Families had 4, 5, 6 children. Families were poor. And the older son, the older man's son, was having most of the things with their parents. Which was not much in most cases.
Pa, 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 pa.
These were 2 more. So this was closed right here. The way in and out were through those doors. That was the way in and out of the church. So this was closed. This opening was done afterwards. This was done in the 1500s. They added this nave. They added down there the chapter house down and the choir church. So originally, back in 1100s, 1200s, the church was this round section. And this was closed here. So the altar was in the middle, the priest was in the middle, and the people attending mass were around. The Templars were around here. They were allowed to come inside riding a horse. Very good. Really very strange.
Riding a horse?
Riding a horse is inside the church.
How did they get in? Where did they come in?
The Templars were really different. They were different. And in the Middle Age, to be different was dangerous.
Did you get to ceiling at all? Did
Yeah.
you see the ceiling and all the pictures?
This one is
amazing.
Bernard. That's San Antonio. And that's San Celestine. We can take pictures between no flash, please. No flash, please. So here, this painting is very important because it was in the family of our first king. And it was a merchant that wrote the legal language. Now, every religious story that we do, we go through this and Yes, rules about all the aspects of their life. Troops. And those were still burned. They destroyed the stones. And this is the chapter house. The chapter house was the place where the chapter was getting together. The chapter was the group of the most important monks, the ones that were deciding things, that were having important decisions. If there was a very serious confession, it was then stuff like that. having these structures in wood to put it close to the wall so they could climb and go inside. This structure under was making it impossible for the structure to get close to the wall. This was a technique they were using in the Middle East. This is a lot seen in the Middle East. It's called alambor. This structure under. That was not used in Western Europe. They have other ways to do it, but this is a very Middle Eastern technique. You can see there's a couple of cells that are open. You can have a look inside. Some cells are small, some cells are bigger. The bigger cells were used for for several months. The smaller ones were so the ones with the higher position will have a single cell. The other ones will stay in double or triple.
So they face each other?
Exactly. It was so they were not facing each other because they could not talk with each other. And if they were facing each other, it would be silence. Also, it was easy to serve.
Yeah.
Is this the toilet?
Probably. Must be.
Raining a lot, pouring rain. There was this gargoyles, had lots of water coming. And I could see clearly the water coming just 4 ways to the middle, just going under. So it works perfectly, still nowadays. Still works, huh? Still works. They have cisterns in every of the cloisters. Lady, she has a book on the right hand, she has a scepter on the right hand. That's for culture and power. And if you look to her left foot.
Okay.
And so this area was built in the 1940s, 1950s, 60s, when we had a dictator. He was a professor before here. Salazar was teaching public finance in very cold water.
We're not used to it, really.
It's a quick stop for lunch. Complete with music from an accordion. Guy busking with an accordion.
This is something that you do not see in the United States anymore, a cigarette machine. So cigarette smoking must be much more acceptable over here. The prices seem to be actually cheaper
They are
than they are
cheaper,
in the United
yeah.
States. Looks like you can buy Winston's for 4.5 euros, which would probably be about $6 in America.
No,
not
not
quite
that.
that much, not quite.
Barely.
But anyway, a lot cheaper than what cigarettes are in America. They have some of the old brands too. I'm pretty sure as a child I saw L&M.
Ellen,
We're going to pay for it. And I don't know what Winston Blues must be menthol.
maybe.
Does
I don't-
Winston have menthol cigarettes?
I don't.
They never did back in the States. But
no.
anyway, it's just interesting that they do have a machine now. Camels,
Humpy.
Winston's, yeah. Some of these brands I have no idea.
There's a pharmacy over there.
Yeah, let's go over that way.
Where are you guys from?
Michigan.